Bobby Dirkens here. Normally, I would have uploaded a video at least last night, maybe Saturday, but I got bronchitis. A few days ago, I had my voice. It was so gone, I went around whispering. Whispering sounded like an old man with emphysema, but anyway. Over the weekend, we started the bowl games. Now, granted, that none of us cared about any of these bowl games. Also, when you think about that, just last weekend was the Army-Navy game, and the weekend before that was the big championship weekend. We had Clemson beating that ugly, nasty, tacky chain off of Miami. We all knew that was going to happen. That chain reminds me of my cousin. He buys these tacky rings from the flea market, and he wears one on each finger. It's that old bright gold, too. You can tell it's extra cheap. Probably going to give him some type of disease or make his fingers fall off one day. But he'll lay his fingers out all on the table so everybody can see that tacky trash he went and he got at Discount Nowhere. We beat them. We had the big game between Auburn and Georgia. We had Oklahoma and TCU. We had we had Ohio State going ahead and putting Wisconsin out. Can we all just go ahead and stop here and say that this next season we all vow as good sovereign citizens of this country who loves the college football world? Can we all just agree, my friends, that next year, when they roll out a team like Wisconsin, who hasn't played anybody, and they're ranked in the top 5 all season, can we all just go ahead and threaten to cancel our ESPN subscription? You know what that'll do? They'll get rid of them. They'll drop them down to about 16 or 17. We can get this fiasco over with. My point of that entire ramble is, except for that Boise State and Oregon game, did we really care about any of this? What was this, Pick-a-Booger Bowl over here with Middle Tennessee State and Arkansas State? Ooh, Middle Tennessee, they won the ball game. Yeah, that's right, they won. What was their final record? 7-6. Woo, barn burner. They also had the I'm Galded New Mexico Award. I guess that's where you've been out playing in the ocean, you get sand in your unmentionable parts, and then you have to walk down the street the next 3 or 4 days like you're walking over some type of concrete divider in a parking lot. Marshall won, by the way, 31-28. Their final record was 8-5. Touch better. Let me see, and then the I Don't Want AIDS No More Cure Bowl. That's what Western Kentucky played in against Georgia State. Now, Georgia State, their newer football team, playing down there in Atlanta, playing right beside Georgia Tech, basically. Only big news out of that is that they won their first ball game, or their first bowl game. Sorry, this codeine's getting to old Bobby's head. And it's just, you know, if you're big Georgia State fan, yeah, I'm happy for you. What was Western Kentucky's finishing bowl regular season record? 6-7. We got to get rid of this crap. We got to get rid of this crap. Got to get rid of this crap. I know if you're a fan of the school, you know, oh, Bobby, it's just like if you're a fan of the school, oh, it's just good to watch your team play. When Clemson plays in the NIT all the time in basketball, you know how many times I watch it? None. It ain't important. Good for them getting to play basketball. Me and my grandma used to play basketball until she died. Next. The Wofford Terrier Bowl down in New Orleans. That ball game was between Troy and North Texas. Now this game, Troy has won 11 ball games as of their win. So I'll be nice to them. Troy played Clemson really good last year because Clemson didn't care. Troy does have some good coaching, so I'll be nice about them. I beat North Texas, the big jazz school down there in Denton, 50-30. Big offensive explosion. I should join the Big 12. But North Texas finished the season 9-5. And then the game where they go out there to the state. I don't know why they have a Las Vegas Bowl. I don't. No offense to Las Vegas, but let's go ahead and get this out of the way. It's the only place in the union that I know of the prostitution is legal in. And you know, one day one of them boys are going to go out there and they're going to cash in. And then everybody's going to be up in arms going, I don't know what happened. You took them to a place to stay for a while where prostitution is legal. What do you think's going to happen, Sherlock? Well, all the players from Oregon, all the players from Boise State, you know, everybody's trying to build up this thing about, 2009 when Garrett LeBlanc knocked the living dog crap off that guy. And then after he punched him, you know, it all crap broke out. Well, you know, here's the deal. All of them were like in middle school when that happened and none of them cared about it. Boise State is not the same Chris Peterson team, but they still won 11 games this year. And Oregon, how far have you fallen? I mean, my God. Y'all wear another a tacky uniform every week. And look, Chip Kelly, I can't remember the coach before Chip Kelly. He was a solid coach, did a lot of good for them. I think his name was Bellotti or something. He was a good coach. I mean, he did some pretty good things for him, then gave it to Kelly. Kelly did some really, really good things. But you have the checkbook of Nike at your disposal, and you can't fix things under there, which teaches us all money can fix problems unless you spend it on the wrong things. Keep a coach. He come back down to South Florida after one season up there. Yeah. Needless to say, Boise State won 38-28. We got some bowl games coming up, and I just want to offer this as just a humble person, cause I know you ain't got left much unless you're an Oklahoma fan, and I just want to go ahead and tell you there's some good Oklahoma people who has been hitting me up saying some really nice things. Even some of you told me, you said, you know what, I disagree with you. I'm pulling for my team. I think you're wrong, Bobby Dirkens. But you know what? You did it in the right way. And you know what? I can take us disagreeing. But for you other cowards who comes up and says all this other bunch of crap, I delete it. Nobody ever sees it. And even if I see it, I don't care about what you have to say, so I just delete it anyway and I forget about it. So, all y'all good Oklahoma people, this ain't towards you. But I am going to antagonize some of the turds out there who's pulling for OU, who has their head stuck up their rear end. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I just don't see it happening. And if anything, even if I'm wrong to get to taunt you and drive you nuts, I just think you're going to lose. I'm going to move on from there. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we got a barn burner. We have the Fighting Lane Kiffins of Florida Atlantic down there with their visors. I heard that visor sales in that area has went up a good 75%, and it's all went to Lane's house. But nobody wanted to hire Lane Kiffin. And I'm just telling you, and listen, I know Lane ain't going to see this. If Lane did, he's going to say, I don't care what that redneck has to say. But listen to me, Lane. Here's what you have to do. Just show everybody you're going to run that football program. And just do it for 2 or 3 more years, and you can get you a pretty doggone good job about anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. He's playing against Bobby Bowden's boy. And the Akron Zips. I want to say the Zits, but it's the Zips. Tomorrow night, they're playing in the... oh, dear God, is that a word? I think there's some type of explicit nature in that. I ain't even going to say you that. I have to write an apology. YouTube will flag everything I put up. But anyway, they're playing tomorrow night. Wednesday, we have the Fighting Chad Morris is playing Louisiana Tech, but he ain't there anymore. He's over at Arkansas going to try to fix that mess. That ain't going to happen. I think you could send the Pope down there to fix it, and he still couldn't fix it. Thursday's Temple and Florida International. That should be a sleeper. And if you really want to get some good sleep, just wait till Friday night. Let's say, I don't know, that's Friday afternoon. 12:30. You want a good afternoon rest? Wait for the UAB and Ohio game. I'm not going through the rest of these games because they're pretty boring, except for Texas Tech and South Florida on the 23rd. And yeah, I'm stopping there. I may do one later on, but I don't care. Look, y'all, I gotta shut up because my voice is about to crack out on you. And some of you, you want me to go mute. And that's perfectly fine with me. Because anytime I hear somebody spew the truth out just like I do, I'm angry at them. But I'm smart, and then I end up taking it and saying, yep, that person's right. And then I normally fix my problems. Y'all keep on believing what you believe in, but I'm right. This Bobby Dirkens saying, go have some Yuletide eggnog, joy, love, care, and just celebrate the season right, okay? Bobby Dirkens.